All right, all you brainiacs, we are experimenting with science. And if you're looking for a really fun project for the kids this summer, or for you, how about turning milk into plastic? How about that? Miss Science is back. We've missed you.
I missed you.
You brought us so many great ideas. So this is Miss Science, Sherry. She is the creator of Miss Science here. And you chose turning milk into plastic. Why?
Well, I think this is a great experiment for so many different reasons. Game design, kids can make their own board games and create their game pieces using what we call a bioplastic. So 150 years ago, synthetic plastics like Silly Putty or any of the toys we have now are made with synthetic plastics didn't exist. So think about how plastic revolutionized so many industries.
And now they're trying to get rid of it.
You know, and it kind of comes in.
It only lived on.
Exactly. It only lived for a lot. Plastic straws, actually, I live in St. Petersburg, Florida. They're now paper. So, yep. So we're going to do an experiment today using a couple really simple kitchen items, because you know I don't know how to cook, but I know how to experiment.
Yes, you do.
So we're going to use some milk and some vinegar. A variable for that could be lemon, because we're going to use the vinegar as an acid. So I went ahead and I heated some milk up already, but you can do this on the stove. So I'm going to pour in my cup of milk.
How hot does it have to be?
You don't want it to be boiling. So you want it to be just warm enough, all right? And then what I did is I put in 4 tablespoons of vinegar. Now, watch how it... And I think we did a segment a long time ago about the biotech industry and dairies in Arizona.
Right. Plus, this is, believe it or not, buttermilk, everyone. If you don't want to go to the store, and when we're cooking here, I tell people, just get a cup of milk and either lemon juice or vinegar. Now, but it's coagulating here, and that's because the milk is hot.
Right? So it just needs to be a little warm, and actually this is creating what we call casein. So those globs, which is such a great scientific word, glob, is creating casein, curds and whey. And that's another thing. Think about literacy that you can bring into all of this, right? I can talk about the science of Little Miss Muffet, which is in the collection I created that's going to be on my website. So there's a whole thing on curds and whey and the science of curds and whey. You can bring in stories and fragmented nursery rhymes.
What is a tuffet, by the way?
I think it's what you sit on.
I know, but is it?
I don't. Nursery rhymes are funny like that. There's some interesting words, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to strain this in some cheesecloth. If you do not have cheesecloth, you can always use paper towel.
But you can get cheesecloth. Really, it used to be hard to find. Now you can find it anywhere.
You can find it anywhere.
And kids can do this, right?
Absolutely.
Be with them when they're when they're heating the milk. But other than that, you're just going to strain that, right?
Well, we're always looking for home and school connections, right? Things that can, you know, be done at home. That parents can actually work with their kids on. And studies show actually parents are not really comfortable talking about science, so you've got to make it relevant.
Now, if you were in Italy, that would be mozzarella.
Exactly. I love mozzarella. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it out like this, and you're correct, it so looks like mozzarella. And so then I'm going to take the water out of it, as much liquid as I can get out of it.
That's kind of instant gratification.
Isn't that fun? And then, as I get the water out of it, then I can go ahead and I can make what I call my bioplastic.
Because you just made this a few minutes ago, and then what do you do with it once you've made the plastic?
So what you can do is you can make buttons. They used to actually make things out of this. You know, think about natural resources. They were wanting to move away from ivory and things like that. So this isn't dry all the way yet, but that is, I made a button. You can paint them, and so there's all these different things.
Where can we find more information? You're going to be visiting schools, right?
I am. I'm going to be at Cherokee Elementary Monday, Tuesday, all day doing the science of toys and games. And so we're talking about Milton Bradley. We're bringing in reading. We're going to do game design. And actually, we're going to do the science and physics of a yo-yo.
Awesome.
So I have some Miss Science yo-yos.
All right, Miss Science, thank you so much. And for more information, everyone, just head to MissScience.com.